Good morning, everybody. How are you? It is Wednesday. My wife left for the airport early this morning to help pick up, or meet her niece, one of my favorite people in the world. She's always a laugh to have around. She's also a very serious and smart person. She lives in, I'm going to get this mixed up. I always confuse the two countries. I'm sorry about that. Either Sweden or Switzerland, but she lives over there. She's living with a gentleman. She has a daughter, which she's bringing with her, and I saw the video of her getting on the airplane and being here and everything, and I'm just excited to see both of them later on tonight or tomorrow. So everybody, I'm a little tired, but other than that, so anyhow, what's up first? Let's talk about what I think Trump is doing. Trump is sending the National Guard into various cities, and I think he's testing loyalty of commanders and units to see just how far he can push those troops and how far they can push civilians before there's a problem. And the problem it means violence, because you go into Chicago, they're going to have more guns than the Army's going to have when they go in there. All right? The Army may have tanks and bigger machine guns, but these guys know every sewer, every corner, every window in that town. So might not be nice. They may need more than a National Guard if he wants to get that town under control. As I said, it's been organized crime since the 1920s. Now, I believe he's doing that, like I said, as a test, to see how much loyalty there is in the National Guard, how much he can push these soldiers to do what he wants them to do. ICE, I'm not worried about. They'll do whatever they're told to do, for the most part, but they're going to get tired of that shit soon too. I think the best thing you can do to contact ICE or contradict ICE is to unmask them and post their pictures on the internet. Once they don't have that mask to hide behind, life is going to get rough for them, and they're going to understand what it's like to do what they're doing to people. So that's a problem and a solution at the same time, but I don't know whether that's theoretically possible. It's a good idea, but it's not. It may not be possible to do that without extreme violence, and I don't want to see that. I don't want to see people get hurt, but I don't want to hear we were just following orders either, all right? It didn't work at the Nuremberg trials. It's not going to work here. You have the ability, especially if you're military, you have the ability to refuse any unlawful order, okay? I think you can, if it's immoral too, you can refuse it, but I know you can refuse any what you believe to be an unlawful order. Now, and that goes for the National Guard and the regular armed services. That's just what it is. If you guys don't want to do it, you think it's illegal, don't do it. Because I got news for you. If Trump loses his power or loses control, you guys are going to spend a lot of time in court and a lot of time in jail. Because nobody wants to hear, we were just following orders. Because like I said, it didn't work in Nuremberg for the Nazis, and it's not going to work for the stormtroopers of Trump. All right? Now, our disillusioned leader is going around and complaining that China, North Korea, and Russia are conspiring against him. That's nothing new, you moron. They don't like you. None of those three countries likes you, and there's a few others around that don't like you either. So what are you going to do about it? Huh? Those three countries out-militarize us, out-army us, out-navy us, probably out-missile us too. We don't know about a couple of the countries, but, you're just being stupid. Really, really dumb. Saying things like that and then sitting around and threatening them, nobody cares, especially them. All right? The leadership in this planet is going to change. Now, if it changes peacefully, the 4 countries involved might decide to divide the country, the world up. But doing that, the 4 countries are not exactly united yet in any direction whatsoever. So that's probably something to look forward to down the road, but not right at this time. But I can't get over Trump thinks they're conspiring. Of course they've been conspiring against him since whenever, since the Russian Revolution and since the Korean War and Mao's March, okay? Since they went full-blown communists to what they are now, which is, they call themselves communists, but they're somewhat modified in some of their actions. Because they deal with the world, not just, they've got their countries under control and they deal with the world. The United States had their country under control until we got this idiot running the government who's destroying everything. Now, here's the thing that I get upset about when you say that you want Trump gone or you want Kennedy gone. What are they going to bring? You think Trump's going to go turn around and put somebody in charge that knows what they're talking about and isn't a conspiracy theorist? Are you nuts? People just make me crazy. And it's like you get rid of Trump right now. If you were to impeach Trump, you get J.D. Vance, who's just an absolute lying piece of shit. They're putting the articles up now where he used to say that he compared Trump to Hitler and then turned around and kissed his ass so he could be vice president. Let's get real, shall we? Things will be much worse under Vance. I think it's a possibility they could be much worse under Vance, and violence would definitely be one of the side effects of that. Now, the Justice Department is releasing a bunch of Epstein files, and everybody's wondering what's going on. Are they ever going to see the whole thing? Let me tell you this, all right? Trump's in the Epstein files. It's probably pretty not nice what he's in there for. If you remember when he was running for office in 2016, they picked up an open mic, what they call a hot mic comment from him to, I forget the guy he was. There was as they were walking, and he said, "When you're rich, you can grab him by the pussy. Nobody cares. They won't object. They'll let you grab him by the pussy." Quote unquote. Got it? Okay. Now a man who said that is definitely in Epstein's list. And if you don't think he's there, you're naive, you're stupid, you're brainwashed, you're a complete moron. And I can go on, but that's just the way it is. He's in that list. Now, I think he's pretty high up in that list because his belief has always been that way. Money talks, bullshit walks. He can do practically anything he wanted to women prior to this to that election. Now he has to be a little bit more careful about it, but I don't think he cares. I think he still has the same philosophy. I just don't think he's able to perform anything now, and I think his mind has gotten away from that, conversation. He had a gorgeous wife. I don't know what the hell happened there, why she married him or anything else, but she's probably on Epstein's list. Maybe that's what the whole thing is about. She's in the list. That would be spectacular. And he knows she's in the list. And probably some of his family's on that list. And that's what he doesn't want out. I don't think he cares about himself. He doesn't care what people say about him as it goes. He gets angry, but what are you going to do? You're not going to do anything to him for it. So I would say right now that his family's on that list, and we'll just have to wait and see what happens. I don't know what's going to happen with that list. But I know that he's on it, and I will bet anything you want to bet. Of course, I don't have anything, but I'm willing to steal or something like that to be able to make some money. Because if you don't think he's on the list, you need to really go out and get a checkup from the head up. You know what I'm saying? Huh. I don't know what's going on there. But something is. There's nothing there. Okay, I'm just trying to check on my wife. She's up in near the airport in Viago, so I'll wait. I'll do it after this. But anyhow, so these are the issues that are out there, and I believe that the most critical issue is him testing the loyalty of the National Guard and its military commanders by ordering these various units into, and he's ordering them from states that have governorship and whatnot, in Republican-controlled states, traditionally Republican. I don't think there's anything traditional about MAGA. I think MAGA is turning into the American version of the Nazi Party. So we have to wait and see what happens. So far, courts are helping the fight, but they're not even delaying what he wants to do. All right. He said he illegally ordered the National Guard into California, and he's saying that the National Guard's going into Chicago this week because he wants confrontation. He wants martial law. He wants to cancel. The elections will be canceled if he wins, if he gets martial law. Now, if he has to wait until after the midterms for martial law, and he gets it, he'll still cancel the 2028 elections. Only I don't think it'll be him that cancels it. I think it'll be Vance that cancels them. Because Vance is just like giddy. He can't wait for Trump to die. And that's a scary thing, Because when you get to totalitarian succession and everything like that, it can become a free-for-all with your enemies are the guys standing next to you then, If you do away with the political succession and you go to a totalitarian type selection from a totalitarian leader, the totalitarian leader or the authoritarian, whatever you want to call him, the dictator, he has to use he has to protect himself against his own people. You've all seen the what did they call it? What was the name of the picture where one of the members of Hitler's cabinet tried to kill him, and just dumb luck that he didn't. Valkyrie? Yeah, you watched that movie. Tom Cruise was in it. Of course, he shouldn't have been in that movie because he doesn't have the meanness about him that's necessary, just as the cockiness about him. But that's what you got to watch out for now. And I'll tell you what, I wouldn't put anything past J.D. Vance and the people that are controlling Trump now. All right? Okay. That's about it for me today. I'll be around tomorrow, being Thursday. There's a football game Friday. I'll try to do a little bit on that. The Chiefs and I don't remember the other team. I really don't. I don't know why. Anyhow, I don't even know what time the game is. I'll have to, get back to you tomorrow on that. But that's it. You know the deal. Please subscribe to my channel. Okay, you get these videos. You get a lot of other stuff I do. I can do. It's like if you're looking to just see posts from me, then you can go to Universadon, which is a Mastodon channel, and Mastodon Social. I'm on both of those. I don't put a lot up on Tumblr, but I'm there because the videos go to Tumblr, into Blogger. Facebook is there. Facebook and the two Mastodon accounts I have get daily quotes from me 7 days a week. I post a quote of somebody, not from me personally, but some historian that I thought was, interesting. I do some funny stuff during the week sometimes, depends on what I'm doing. This to research something or find something to post takes time. I'm in the middle of trying to carve a piece of wood that I had to do without my electric saw because it broke, and it's very, very difficult, and I don't know how it's going to turn out. But that's where I'll be. All right, so that's it for today. So subscribe, comment, like, dislike, whatever you want to do, okay? I really appreciate it. It's good for my ego. Doesn't cost you a dime. Will never cost you a dime. Even if I make money off of it, it won't cost you anything except time. Okay? I don't want to do that. I'm not going to change my headline, so that's what it's going to be. So you won't see spectacular headlines saying, "Oh, I gotta go watch that." Let me see that video, because that sometimes that isn't as spectacular as you think. All right, so take care, and I'll talk to you tomorrow.